Today I am going to talk about the earthquake in Nepal. It was very sad and it was sudden. Nobody knows when earthquake comes. And it was on April 25, 2015. Around midday time, 11:56, about to be 12 o'clock, midday this. And magnitude of 7.8 earthquake destructed Nepal. Nepal is the country which is underdeveloping, and there was many old buildings constructed by the bricks, and some buildings are constructed by bricks and soil only, not cement, not sands are used. So the day was Saturday. And then Saturday in Nepal, we have holiday. We don't have offices. We don't have schools. All schools are holiday on Saturday. Saturday, we have a gathering like this in the monasteries, in the temples, in the churches, especially in the churches. In the church, they do service on Saturday, not in Sunday. Sunday, because we have office, school, we don't have holiday on Sunday. So here is, fortunately it was Saturday, because in the remote areas of Nepal, in the village, in the remote areas, the school building was very weak. And then the remote villages, places, the houses are also made by stone and soil, mud. So it is very weak. Because of Saturday, all the students were like not going to school. They were in their house or somewhere playing in the playground, just having their holiday. And suddenly the earthquake destructed or say destroyed many school buildings. And then when I visited the places like where very much destructed, we visited, not me only, my volunteers, my friends, many of my friends, we went to the villages, remote places, and then we asked the children how you feel on very day the earthquake came. And then children were saying, we were on the field and playing. We saw our school building falling down and we were crying, our school building is falling down now. Where to study? We just cry like that. And then it was really hurting. Fortunately, students were not in the class. If it was not Saturday, if it was on Sunday or Monday or other day, many children will die. Many houses, if it is in the evening, midnight, most of the Nepali people will die because everyone will be sleeping. It was in the midday. In the remote place, all the family members were working in the field. They told me like that. We were working on the field. We were cutting grasses, we were doing like so many things, work, sowing vegetables. So they told me like that. So that's why we are safe. It was Saturday. If it was not Saturday, then the disaster will be in more number. In Kathmandu also, in the capital city of Nepal is Kathmandu. In Kathmandu, we have lots of damages. There were lots of old buildings, old heritage. And then I think many tourists also have killed in that destruction because they were in the old heritage sites, doing sightseeing, looking, taking pictures and all. So old heritage building were almost all collapsed. And there was one tower that's called It's in the mid of Kathmandu. It's in the downtown. And then in that tower, that is very, I don't know how much height is that. Every Saturday, people used to, we need a ticket to climb that tower. So everybody goes up to the tower and see Kathmandu Valley, the city. It's a very high. That tower was broken into pieces, and many died there. Many people, many tourists, many young, partners. Most of the boyfriend, girlfriend goes up there and see, and many of them are killed. So it was really sad. More than in Nepal, all over the Nepal, more than 9,000 people were killed. That number is we found when we, not we, the government, the dead body founds. Many we could not find still. So many missing. Around 22,000 persons were injured. And it was very, I was not there actually. I just came back immediately. I was on a Japan tour. I was giving Dharma talk for 1 month in Japan. I was in Hiroshima, Kagoshima, Kitakyushu, Fukuoka, and Nagasaki. I was giving Dharma talk. Immediately I stopped my tour and I went back to Nepal because I'm worried about Kathmandu Hongwanji members, my members. And this is Kathmandu Hongwanji. It is disrupted by earthquake. Our boundary wall and the main wall ceiling, same like this ceiling, it all fall down. And this was really expensive one to repair it. This all fall down in the main hall. So that day nobody was there in the hall. Fortunately, our service was finished at 10 o'clock. We started 9 and then we finished at 10. And students gather until 11. Till 11 they will go back. So it started at 11:56. So it was fortunate for the Kathmandu Hongwanji members also. And they said too, we were lucky, sir. We were saved. We finished early that day. All the services, morning, we start on Saturday, we start at 9. Other day we start at 7 morning. So in Saturday, why 9 means everyone should come. Everyone will take their breakfast, and after finishing their breakfast, they will come to Kathmandu Hongwanji, and we start prayer at 9 o'clock. We do Shoshinge. Here is the point, the Shoshinge. We do the same as Japan Hongwanji does. I did translated Shoshinge into Nepali. I did it. And I made the rhythm to chant in Nepali also. But we did several times, but it seems like little bit okashi. What is okashi? Strange, yes. The rhythm is strange. I feel myself uneasy. And then I thought, do anybody understand when you chant Jusege or Sambuchige or Shoshinge? Do you understand the meaning? No. Nobody understands. When we translate it into Nepali also, it's difficult. There are Buddhist words now. Buddhist words are difficult. We don't understand. And I talked to my members. My members said, Sensei, it's really strange. The rhythm is strange. I think when we do Shoshinge, the main Shoshinge, the original Shoshinge, it is nice. Whether we do understand or not. It's like giving peace in our mind. And I said that time, whatever you like, you can do either in Japanese or in Chinese or in Korean or in whatever in language. The Buddhist prayers are written in the Buddhist words. So it's very difficult for the normal people or the general people. It's very difficult to know the meaning of the prayers. We have to do we have to take a special class to know the words. So here, either you do in Japanese or English or Nepali, we don't understand. We just sit in front of Amitabha Buddha or Shakyamuni Buddha. We just keep our mind empty. Do think nothing. Just think nothing. Don't go out of the prayer hall also. If your mind goes out, it is not any of use. Just keep peace in your mind. Sit down. That is also meditation, kind of meditation. Because you are thinking nothing. Your mind is in the right place with you. That's meditation when you do prayer. I don't think anything. I just keep my mind empty. That's very, very important. Don't go outside. If your mind go outside, what you are reading, you don't know anything. Afterwards, you won't see the letters also because you are thinking something else. You won't see your letters with your eyes. Your eyes are nothing of use because if your mind is roaming somewhere else. Your ears are nothing of use if your mind is roaming something else. Whenever listening Dharma, you have to keep your mind in you and listen calmly, happily. When you listen to the Dharma, you have to listen in a happy mood, not in the tension mood. So, I told my member, don't worry, let's do it in Japanese, in the original form. You don't need to worry. You all don't need to worry because this language, Amitabha Buddha will understand. When we chant, Amitabha will understand. Amitabha Buddha will understand all the language of this world. Even the animals' language, he will understand. Even the insects' language, even the birds are praying. Birds used to pray sometime. Their prayer also, Amitabha Buddha can listen and understand. So language, no problem for the Buddha. A problem is for us. We are the creator of problem. So we should not care about the language because the Buddha will understand the language. I told them. Oh really, Sensei, Buddha will understand Japanese language? Yeah, of course. Of course, he knows all the language, not only Japanese, he knows English also. He knows your Nepali language also. And then just before I said in my Gosandai, that is the main point. In Gosandai, here is the one point. Namo, we are taking refuge now. Arya tampa lai ke tanlu tane jingke. Buddha is saying, Shakyamuni Buddha is, when he was going to give Dhamma talk, he used to say, Namo Arya tampa, Namo. If all the gods came to listen to my Dharma, all the gods, you listen in God's language. Arya tampa lai ke is a God's language. Lui ke, dragon's language. Lai ke ta luta, Nejin ke is devil's language, demon's language, ghost language. Here. Namo Arya tampa lai ke ta luta, Nejin ke, Thulvum data mi ke nam dance. There are lots of animals and insects in this universe. So all the insects and animals and birds, all language, if you are listening, you listen in your own language. And then, in this world, there are billions of languages. So each and every caste, each and every country's language, you listen in your own language. So this is what when Buddha speaks, we can listen to Buddha's Dharma in our own language. It is said. Because during Shakyamuni's time, it was 2,500 years before. The disciples were from different caste, from different language, from different ethnics, from different countries. So Buddha speaks only one language, but they listen in their own language. That is Buddha, not me. So I told my members, and members became, they are now okay. That means Buddha will understand. Yes, Buddha will understand. Buddha is listening what you are doing. Everything he is listening. So this is what I told to my students. And then in Hawaii also, don't hesitate. Shoshinge is it as it is, okay, no problem. Buddha is understanding. You are our problem, no worries. So from that day we did Shoshinge in the original version. Now here I'm talking about earthquake, and then we have another aftershock. Aftershock was very big shock again. That time I was in Nepal. I was outside. I was repairing these boundary walls. There were my carpenters, not carpenters. What do you say? Constructors, mission. So they were working. I was just looking after them. Moment at 12:50 at the midday again, a big aftershock or earthquake came. It was magnitude of 7.3, not stopping. My wall fall down again. It was up. We thought now it won't come. It was up there again. We were about to finish and shaking. We were all like this and looking to the wall now. Please don't fall down. Because I have already spent money there. My money is about to finish this. I was praying, please don't shake my wall. But then later on, in front of my eye, the wall all fell down again. Then I stopped for 2-3 days. Again, such earthquake will come, I thought. We never had experience of earthquake. We never thought of aftershock. We are surprised. Why again and again? Never came, and when came, it's coming again and again. Many times, we cannot count. The small aftershock was many times. The second time, this 7.3 magnitude was, we can feel. And that time also many buildings are collapsed in Kathmandu. And then very near to Kathmandu, Hongwanji, there was 7-story building. That 7-story building was collapsed and was killed more than 40 people there. So we were okay. Our building is supported by some Japanese engineers actually. While constructing, they came, and then during the foundation, they just keep on checking. And then that's why the building was nothing cracked or damaged. Only the boundary wall. The boundary wall's engineer was me. So all fell down. All distracted. Nothing left. So again, the boundary walls engineer is myself. Again, if earthquake come, I think we'd fall down. But I did little bit better than before. So I think now it won't make any damages. So after the earthquake, many people came to our Kathmandu Hongwanji. And many people knows that this is Japanese temple. And I used to tell them, no, this is Nepalese temple. This is your temple. No, Japanese temple. No, this is Nepalese temple. And they feel like Japanese has got lots of money. And from remote places, even from the cities, many come to ask support from Kathmandu Hongwanji. I was thinking that who will support me at that time in sudden. But slowly from Japan, from Hawaii Kyodan, from BCA, everybody supported me and my country in Nepal. After that, we did lots of job. We did lots of work. We got lots of prize from the people of Nepal. They were very happy. I went myself, take sack of lots of rice. There is no rice in the remote areas now. We took rice, and then noodles, and then beans, many things, potatoes, and oils, salt. We took like that, and then we just distribute where there are lots of people are suffering. Yeah, they were suffering. They were like, what to do? They don't have, like more than 3.5 million become homeless. 3.5 million. Their house all are destructed, fully destructed, nothing left. Some of them are buried inside the house. So not only me, we have a very big group, the young group, girls and boys. We have that dress. We put our dress and went to the village. This is very far away village. We built that a temporary shelter because the children are very, we feel very pity on children because they want to study but there is no place to study. So we bought all these materials. These materials at that moment, the materials were very expensive again because it's less materials. So we brought all these things and we bring some workers also, the professional worker, and we load it in the truck and then bring it to the village. Remote place is very dangerous road. And then road can't reach till there. We have to carry it. We have to carry it again. The road, I feel like now we are not going to alive. We are alive from earthquake, but now we won't be alive from this drop. This small narrow road. And it is like, the truck goes down like this and like this. And then we were shouting, all of us are shouting. All the members, one member was crying. He was crying. The guy, he was very brave boy, but he was crying instead. I said, please calm down. We won't die now. We are saved from that very danger earthquake. We have still lots to do in this world. We are not going to die easily. There is time. Don't worry. And I'm just encouraging my member, but myself also feeling very scared. But I could not show, I should not show that in my face. I said, I'm okay. So we did lots of volunteers. First, we distributed rice and noodles and all. Many places we went and at last we thought, we come back to Kathmandu Hongwanji and had a big general meeting with the members. And I said, we distribute rice, we distribute noodles, they eat and become shit. They eat and become shit again. It's nothing of use. Others are also distributing. Let's do something which can be used for a long period. And then some of the members, why not Sensei, we try to make a shelter, a temporary shelter for the school. And that was a very good idea. And then many villages also, remote place, many came to us and they requested for the temporary shelter. Personally, they came. Some family came and said, please construct us a temporary house to live. And then we thought, personally we cannot do. There are lots. We don't have that much effort, and then we don't have that much fund money. And then we thought, let's build a school, temporary school, temporarily. These are the buildings. We were there for like 2-3 weeks, building this one and digging muds and making ground. First of all, we have to make ground to build. It's all hill area, mountains. There is no plain. So we have to make it plain again. So we plan to build temporary shelters. And then slowly we start getting support from Japan. I have got lots of temple. I used to go for Dhamma talk. They all collected donations. And then they told me how to send. And then I gave my addresses, everything. And they remitted the amounts. And then we use it in very good way. This place name, this is from Kathmandu. We will have to go by a truck around 4 hours here. And then we have to walk. And I could not carry these things because I never carried in my life. But still I can carry some baggages and all. We did, all the members went and we We did ourselves. Materials we bought, and we took our ration also. We have to eat. We took rice, and then we took our cook also, and cook is cooking, and then we are working. I'm just guiding them, even though sometimes I'm also doing some works. So we did. This is the first mission we did, and this mission was successful. And this is the eight classrooms. There is 8 classrooms and 1 office, and we make temporary toilet also. There is a toilet, and ladies' toilet and gents' toilet, and there was no water. We put water pipe from in the mountain. There was a small river stream, or say small stream, and we bring a rubber pipe and bring that water to this school. And then all the villages, all the people became very happy. They put lots of garland in our neck. They praise us. We were very happy, and then we were all our members were crying. Just tears are coming out after finishing this job. We handed over to the village committee, and then I told them that time we could not make personal shelters, temporary shelters. We have made school temporary shelter for a school. Daytime, the children can study here. In evening, those who are not having any house, all distracted, come and sleep here. You can sleep here. You can use like that just now. After 3-4 years later, maybe government will build the building. There is lots of fund around the globe to the government of Nepal. But government in every country is very late. They do meeting and planning. Still in Nepal, government is planning. Earthquake destruction has been more than like 1 year now, still planning there. When need, there is nothing. When need, there is nothing. And when we did, they tried to stop us. Yes, don't do it like that. You cannot do like that. You have to take permission from us. And then all the villagers, they went to the government, and then why not? They are doing, you are not doing. You are only planning. And then later on, government realized, and okay, do it. We are doing for temporary only, we said. We didn't take any permission from the government. They told us that you should take permission. This is our school building. It is destructed by earthquake, and you should not do it by yourself. And if we do not do, then where children to study? We said. Children are not having education then. There will be gap. We should not play the children's future. Children are for the country. They are going to make country. If not educated, then the country will never develop. So I had a discussion with the government level, the high levels also. And at last they agreed me, and then we started here. And next we went very far again. It's more than like 300 kilometers from here in Hawaii. 300 kilometers is not that far. Nepal in 300 kilometers is very far. Road is not good like here. No speed like this. Speed limit is speed like 40 kilometers per hour. That is speed. Very slow. And then once we reach the off-road, then speed goes down. 15, 20. 15, 20, slow. Because it's like this. We cannot drive fast. So it's very slow. So it takes whole day to reach that place. And we have to walk for 3 hours from after reaching the place. 3 hours, then we walk to the remote place. Really, there I saw, I haven't been to the place like that before. It's my first experience. I saw the people there, no sleepers, not wearing, they don't know what is sleepers. And then some are naked, children are naked, not wearing clothes, just a half pant, no t-shirts. And I have got lots of second-hand clothes I bring from Japan. I collected from Japan. I bring all those clothes to that place and then distribute. Everyone have become very happy. That was very remote place. And there was also, the school was destructed, nothing left. Nothing was there. And then we start constructing. This was first. Second was little bit better. We got experience little by little. First one looks like we are also not satisfied by ourselves. The second one, we were very much satisfied. And then we did a very good job. We were there for 20 days. And within 20 days, we finished all the job. And then we came back. And then we collect notebooks and ball pens again. And buy some cheap ball pens, cheap notebooks. And then get together and bring that to that place again. Next. We bring with that. And then we distribute all the notebooks, ball pens, pencils to the children. The village, every parents and families all became very happy. They were like, we can't, when we see their face, we can't we like to cry some. It's very, we feel we had a very good job done. And then every time I used to gather all the village people when handing over, I give a small speech in Nepali. I give a speech and then I talk about Buddhism, the teaching for the mind, the teaching for the peace, the teaching for the peace for the sake in the village. Don't fight, don't quarrel, do good for your country. So these things I just deliver the message. So everyone listen calmly, because everybody is uneducated there. It's really pity. I feel so pity for them. So we did that. Mission was successful, and then amount was little bit high. And then next mission was, there was one request from very far, like more than 600 kilometers we have to go. And then from there, one Buddhist monastery, Buddhist temple, they came from the village and asked, our monastery is fully destructed. Could you kindly reconstruct our monastery? And I thought, yeah, we are building schools. We are Buddhist temple. Buddhist temple should help Buddhist temple, I think. So I thought, yeah, there is a fund still left. We got lots of fund from Japan. So still there are lots, I have to use it. And then I thought, okay, we'll visit first. And then we went by air. It's far now. By air, it will take 1 hour. And then we land there. And then we take jeep from there. From jeep, it will take 6 hours. And then we get down. Then we walk more than 5 hours now. Very steep road, small, only walking route. It was very small route. So we walk all the way to that place. It's called Sangkosaba Angla. It's very far away. And we saw really, there was many Buddhist people in that village. Like, I don't know, population, it's a big village. Remote, it's very remote. And there, the people around that village are all Buddhist. Like, mostly they are Mongolians. Mongolian face like me. And they were like, they don't want anything, they want monastery. Like, they are very much like, have faith in Buddha. And we, all the members, decided to build not a temporary now permanent, we think. We plan to build permanent now, a building. And then we started that building. I think that building pictures, everything is in my Facebook. Today, Dr. What is his name? Yesterday, Destor. I always forget his name.
Yeah, he didn't put it in here.
He didn't put it here. I could not see that. So we consult with professional constructor, and then the amount went up very high, and the building will be concrete, fully concrete, with iron, everything, with earthquake proof, not only a concrete, earthquake proof. So we started. That was a big amount. I don't know how much in US dollar. It's a big amount I have written here. So we started that construction, and then there was fund from Japan Disaster Fund. And then I asked to that Japan Disaster Fund, shall I use for the temple? And they said, okay. And then I used that amount to that monastery. And it started last year. It took more than 1 year. Still, it is not finished. We need a statue inside that temple now. But now statue will be changed. Their statue. The Buddha's statue will be changed. I already told them. Before there was like different kind of Buddha, and then that it was fully distorted. And I told them I will bring the statue. That will be Amita Buddha's statue now. Only one now, not many, I told them. You keep only one statue. If you keep many statues, then you will be confused. Many statues, many Buddha, many Bodhisattva, it will make you confusion. Where to do, what to do, where to ask something. You will come, just keep it one. And they said, okay, whatever you say, we'll do that. So I'm going to bring one. I have already bring that from second hand, used one from Japan. So I'm right after going back to Nepal, I'm going there and then going back with the statue, and then we'll be doing opening ceremony of that temple. So before it was Tibetan Buddhist temple, now it will be mixed temple, Jodo Shinshu and Tibetan. Mixed. It will be interesting temple now because the villagers are all Tibetan Buddhist follower. So the mixed Buddhists will be there. It will be interesting. So I'm going to send one missionary to that village from Kathmandu, Hongwanji. One minister is going to teach Buddhism there. Their Buddhism is a spiritual Buddhism. That is not Buddhism. In that village, that is not Buddhism. They say Buddhism. They have a monastery. That is not Buddhism. That is a cultural Buddhism. Going to monastery, doing prayer, asking something to Buddha, all these things are doing, nonsense things are doing, because they don't have knowledge of Buddhism. They only know the Buddha for spiritual use, not for the mind. So they don't know. That's why I'm sending one missionary minister to teach them what is Buddhism is. What is Buddhism? That is very important in Buddhist. All and every followers of Buddhism should know what is Buddhism. If the person who doesn't know what is Buddhism, then I think it will be a cultural Buddhist. They just take it as a culture. So we have done there, we did, but still the finishing is left. I'm going back again, and then I'll finish that construction, and then I'll hand it over to the village people. And then we have many things to do still. I had still left some Japan Disaster Fund still left over. And then there is leftover from BCA. Still it's left, I have in my bank, not in my bank, in our organization's bank. BCA and how everyone has collected together, and then we have in our organization. So last time I went to Japan, and now here in Hawaii, I'm planning to use that amount presently for the Pure Land International Academy, because that is also for the children those who want to study Buddhism. So I'm thinking because I don't have fund, I have already finished all the funds to fund use in that construction. the Pure Land International Academy Buddhist in India, in Sikkim. So I have already used my fund. So I have already used little bit from relief disaster fund. I already told them I have used your amount little bit there. And they said, okay, it's good for, because you are doing for the Buddhist. And then you are going to build a Buddhist school. So you can use it. So I got a permission from Japan. So I hope BCA will allow me to use that amount for Pure Land International Academy. So my future plan is to establish Pure Land International Academy. I will read little bit here. Actually, I don't like to read. My members told me to read it from Kathmandu. They jointly wrote this. Pure Land Academy, Sikkim, India. Introduction. Sikkim is a beautiful landlocked state of India, surrounded by the Himalayan mountains. The state is bordered by country Nepal, to the west China, Nepal to the west, China, Tibet Autonomous Region to the north and northeast, Bhutan to the east, and the Indian state of West Bengal to the south. Pure Land International Academy Introduction. Yangon, Sikkim is a small town situated in the south of Sikkim. It is situated 58 kilometers away from the state capital Gangtok, with the nearest railway station New Jalpaiguri, 120 kilometers away from the nearest airport Bagdogra, about 130 kilometers away from Yangon, Sikkim. It is a very well-known town for its contribution of Sikkimese politics, as it is the hometown of the present Chief Minister of the state, who came into power in the year 1994 and has been in power since then. The Chief Minister has left no stone uncovered to bring Yangon, Sikkim into light, with construction of biggest police training center in the whole state, a cultural heritage park which is in the verge of being completed, and Lepcha Heritage Park. Yangon also has the construction of Sikkim University under progress, with the projected completely by 2020, with the vision of making Yangon, Sikkim the educated hub of Sikkim. So in Yangon, that's the Yangon means the place in Sikkim. So it's becoming the educational center in Sikkim. So I also planned the place where the place which is going to be developed as an educational center. There are lots of universities and then lots of colleges and schools. So I planned to start a Buddhist. My plan is up to Buddhist university, not only college, not only school. So hope this mission will be success. So I don't like to read, that's why I just stopped. I'll just read this one. Future working project and construction to on. One of our objectives is to conduct program based on study, teaching, symposium, and lectures by eminent Buddhist scholars and leaders of. This is Hongwanji, Nepal's future projects. Buddhist scholars and leaders of Buddhist philosophy and religion on the basis of religious harmony, to conduct research and publication, and to carry out comprehensive study and teaching on the philosophy and the religion of the Gautam Buddha, the creator of Buddhist philosophy. Hongwanji, Nepal has plan of establishing a Buddhist university in near future. As construction of building has already started and foundation construction work have already done. Construction of Buddhist school cum university is going on project of Hongwanji, Nepal recently. We also have objective to impart knowledge on educational, cultural, social, economic, religious, and moral philosophy for the welfare of the disabled and the incapable persons, to make them self-dependent and self-reliant by operating service-based and skill-based programs, and to make them mentally strong and capable. For that, we have been sponsoring children from remote villages to make them mentally strong and dependent. We'll be giving continuity to help children in the study in near future too. Our youth member group is on the search and field work of proposal we submit. 2 more children on list of future plan. Although most of the members are busy in ongoing project of building a school cum university in Sikkim, some members are participating in various public awareness programs related to education and health in the society, program organized by government. We also have future proposal plan to assist in the building of infrastructures of the required basic subject including schools, rest house, water supply, electricity, and road essential to the society, and to focus on the activities such as the protection and promotion. Plans are on observation. Hongwanji Buddhist Society Nepal has 3 more school construction proposal on near future. So these are our future project. Thank you. So we have lots of projects in future, and then I myself, I go around the globe and give Dhamma teaching, collect the funds. I don't use for myself. I just use for the society. So I hope Japan, they are supporting me very much. I hope I will. My project in Sikkim, the Buddhist University, will be fulfilled, and I hope a big support from Hawaii Kyodan also. All of you members, not only Kunioki Sensei, in future. Not big, just small support will be big support for us, for our children, for our underdeveloping countries' children. Many, they don't get education. We give them education. We try to give them a better education. We try to make them independent. We try to make them strong. So we are trying our best. Thank you so much for today. Thank you.
Kind of an informal, personal question, but people mentioned that you eat only once a day. Is that a recommended thing to do versus eating 3 times a day?
Thank you for the question. Actually, I eat once a day, but when I'm on a tour, I have to eat twice a day because many offerings from the members. I appreciate that. I'm very happy. I feel very lucky. Some took me for lunch, some took me for dinner, and then actually I don't eat at evening. I'm not hungry, but still I like to enjoy sitting together. And then if there is some Buddhist question, I feel more comfortable rather than the other questions. I feel very relaxed when somebody asks me questions from Buddhist thoughts or whatever they have in their mind, confusion. So in Nepal, I eat once a day. In India, also once a day. If I go to Japan, it becomes 3 times a day. Morning they gave me. And then I feel like I should entertain it. I should eat it because they are offering me. And then I make it very little. I told them just 1 piece or 2 piece something. And then I take out all and then eat little bit. And they will become happy. And then I'm happy. If somebody become happy, Buddha said yesterday, day before yesterday, I told Shakyamuni Buddha said, if you are happy worshipping some small stone, when you are worshipping that small stone, if you are becoming happy, relaxed, then worship that stone. At least you are becoming happy. Try to be happy in your life. So this is what Buddha is saying. And then one thing, once again I want to repeat here, it's the last day. We should not misunderstand Buddhism. Yes, it is religion, but it is not religion. Why it is not religion means, actually, we gather together here, we become member, that's very good. And then plan to listen the teaching. Bring lots of teachers, many masters. And I used to say, everywhere in the world, Buddhism is for the mind. We have lots of problem in our mind. Buddhism never talk about soul. Buddhism talk about mind. We have lots of problem in our mind. We have confusion mind. We have unsettled mind. Our mind is always afraid of doing something. We are confused of going Pure Land or hell. We are scared of that. We wanted to go to Pure Land or where happiness is. We search for happiness. So Buddhism is the right teaching to cure our mind. Buddhism, I used to say, Buddhism, the teaching of Buddha is the medicine for mind. So take it little by little, not at once take it big, just take little and little, and it will start working in your mind, and that teaching will give you a full confidence of your mind. The confusion mind will be all gone. The problem of hell and heaven will be all deleted. And you will know yourself, what you are going to do, where you are going, where you came from. I came from Nepal, that is wrong. Where I came from in this world, that you will come to know. You will clear in your mind. All the doubts you have in your mind, everything will be cleared through the teaching of Buddhism. So Buddhism is a science. It's science for the mind. There is no science for the mind. So listen to the teaching, bring more members, make them clear, let them know who he or who she is. The Buddhism will teach you who she or who he, who me. Everything will be confident and will leave your strong mind with a strong mind, confident mind. Give you lots of confidence. That is Buddhism. Sorry, it's gone other way. Although I eat once in a day.
Thank you, Sensei. I have a question about the Tibetan monks. You said when you were a monk you did a lot of praying
Yes.
over people. Now with these prayers, in the West, prayers are requests for things, asking for better life, better health, better this. Are these prayers that you chanted, are they composed by the monks or are they Buddha Dharma?
Many prayers are composed by the many scholars in Tibet, not by Buddha. They visualize themselves. Through meditation they compose. Through visualization they compose whatever they feel. While doing practicing, lots of retreat in the mountains. Whatever they feel in their mind about the Pure Land or other land of Buddha, there are many lands. So whatever they feel or they visualize, they make it prayer. And praise the Buddha or something. Or like kind of take me to Pure Land, please, something, all kind of Buddha's name will be appear there. So most of the prayer are composed by great masters of Tibetan Buddhism. And then a normal monk cannot compose any prayers. So the prayers are composed by the person who is well known of Buddhism and who has done lots of retreat. So it is composed like that. So it is very long. It's very long. It takes 3 days, sometimes 6 days. One day, I think Jodo Shinshu member won't digest. It's long prayers.
So these prayers, the monks who write them, do they just keep adding to what's already written? Like, or is there's a basic number that you have to know?
They won't add. Once they compose one prayer, they will compose either long, it will be long, or sometimes it is short one. So they won't add the prayer. Especially they arrange with Tripatika books of philosophies like Largar Sutra, Amida Sutra. So they compare with those books and bring the words from there, and then they compose the prayer. So it's long, and some prayers are like kind of explanation of the sutras, explanation of sutras. So it becomes long. So that's why it's long. Okay? Thank you.
Since I was wondering, what is the relationship of the Nembutsu to the Tibetan monks?
Okay.
Is
good.
it Jiriki?
Okay. They never think that it's Jiriki. According to my experience in Tibetan Buddhism, what I used to think is, it's kind of like if I am doing prayer, I'm doing prayer for all the sentient beings, not for myself. They will do like that. They will think like that. Whenever they do prayers, they will do for others, not for themselves. Whenever they do retreat or say meditation, they do for others. We have to think for others. Like, for example, I'm doing meditation today. I'm doing prayer. First, what I think is, all the sentient beings are my parents. They will think like that. All the sentient beings are my parents, even the birds, even the insects, even the animals. The world here, all the human beings are my parents. Once they are my parents. So I have to return back those, supports and helps, guidance. Whenever I was child, to grow up me, they do lots of bad karmas. So like a bird child, what do you say bird child? Chicken. Okay. To grow up the chicks, mother kill lots of insects, do lots of evil works to grow up him. So for me, for the sake of me, for keep happiness for me, like mother chick, when it is very cold, herself keep cold and keep the chicks warm. So these are the what to say in English, it's not coming direct words. These are the things which have done for us, by parents. So my parents never live in unhappiness, never be in problem, never be in hell. So may all my parents attain enlightenment, something like that we do visualize. So that is, I don't think whether it is jiriki or thariki. Sometimes I feel it's a jiriki, but sometimes it's also a thariki. But thariki is, it won't say thariki. Ma jiriki, okay. Jiriki.
There were some written questions.
Well, they were interested in you, Sensei. If you were still a Tibetan monk today, what would your life be like, and how would that be different from your current life now? If you were still a Tibetan monk today, what would your life be like?
Very interesting. Maybe I will be sitting in the up high seats, blessing to everybody, giving initiations, giving long life empowerment, giving wealth empowerment, maybe myself confused on that big seat, and then thinking if these people are going to have long life or not, even though I'm giving empowerment. So I might be in like dilemma. I'm sure that is my experience. And then I don't blame other monks. Maybe they are really have that power. I don't have that power. I never had that power. I just live my life normally, as same as like you all. What do you think? I think. What do you feel? I feel. What do you like to eat? I like to eat. What do you like to do? I like to do. So there is no extraordinary in me actually. I just act like an extraordinary that time, but there is nothing extraordinary in me. So I might be in confusion till now, whether where should I go myself. I'm protecting others, but myself where I'm going, I don't know. I feel like that. And then I'll be in confusion, I think.
Okay, here's another written question. Okay, do other Tibetan monks understand your Shin Buddhist views of the teaching, especially the super duper power of the Nembutsu?
In Tibetan Buddhism, unfortunately, we use Amida Buddha at the last stage only. When somebody is gone or passed away, and that time we do the ritual through Amida Buddha, and we recite Amida Buddha's name. Everything we depend on Amida Buddha. But when in Jodo Shinshu, it's very fortunate for all of us. When we are young, when we are healthy, we can hear this teaching. It's very important. So in Tibetan Buddhism, we don't take very important of Amida Buddha's teaching. We have other Buddhas. We take importance. We have other Buddhas, we do meditation, and we recite their names to gain power by oneself. So it's a little bit confusing for me. I don't know what others do, but when I talk with my friends, before I used to have my friends, those who are doing retreat together with me, they realize the Amida Buddha's power. Namo Amida Butsu, I have explained yesterday, day before yesterday, and it's very important for the new ones, those who came today. Don't take it easy. Namo Amida Butsu. This is the name, 6 letters name, and this name is not an ordinary name. This name has very extraordinary power, the power which is beyond the imagination, which has got a saving power, which has got in any time, any condition. Amida Buddha has no any condition. Any condition. His name has that power. If we hear once only, we are already grabbed. Even we don't know. We are already grabbed. We come here and we say bad words to Amida. Amida Buddha is lying, all these things, he is nonsense. Whatever he say, whatever we say, it doesn't matter for. He is out of angriness. He is like a mother who cares only one her child. Only one son, if mother has, whatever that son does, doesn't matter. Oh, so okay. Something like that. Do bad things. Okay, don't do. Never scold or never punished. So, Buddha is there for us, to protect us, to save us, not to punish us. They know we are human beings, do mistake. They already know. We do mistake. We eat meat. We kill. We lie. He knows already. And then, knowingly he knows, then if he punish, then why he become Buddha? If he want to punish us? No, never punish. There is nothing. Always excuse and save. Always excuse and save. And then Buddha is saying here, please listen to the Dharma, teaching. Teaching is important. So Shakyamuni Buddha said, Namo Amida Butsu is not an ordinary name. It's not a simple name. It is a name which took lots and lots of time to create. So it has got an immeasurable power, incalculable power, infinity power, beyond the thinking. How powerful the name Butsu is, Namo Amida Butsu is. So, whenever you are in the pain, whenever you are in the sorrow, whenever you are in the happiness, whatever in any condition, just say Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu, Namo Amida Butsu. It will give you extra power to your mind. It has kind of that power. Extraordinary power it will give you. It will give you lots of confidence. Because it is created, not born. Not born. It was created for us. So, this is the name I said day before yesterday. It is the name which has no language there. In Japan, somebody asked me, which language? Is this a Sanskrit language? No Sanskrit. Then is it a Japanese language? Namo Amida Butsu? Not Japanese language. Then it is a Nepali language because Buddha was born in Nepal. No Nepali language. This has got no language. All sentient beings' language is Buddha's language. This is Buddha's language. There are lots of definition of Namo Amida Butsu. There are lots of explanation of Namo Amida Butsu. But that is not still enough. It is vast. It has that power, supreme power, super power, and duper power. I am saying again and again. Just be confident. Just say it. Don't worry. And we are done. And we live, or you also live your life in fullest. Just live it. Do it, whatever you like. Do it positive. Think it positive. Everything. More you understand Nama Amitabha, more you become naturally positive. Not artificial positive. So this is called Namo Amita Butsu. So all the, even Tibetan Buddhism, even Chinese Buddhism, even the Vietnam Buddhism, everyone use Namo Amita Butsu. Everybody, not only Jodo Shinshu. But unfortunately, after death, who will know that? So we are hearing here just now, this name. So it's important. So be confident. There is undoubtedly a great power. And it is said by Shinran Shonin, Hongan Riki. Riki is power. Thariki is power. Shijo Hachigan Riki, 48 vows power. Power. Every time saying power here. But we are forgetting the power. We are going to gratitude. Only for gratitude. Don't take it as a gratitude. This has extraordinary. Gratitude is coming naturally from here because of that power. It should come naturally. Don't make the artificial gratitude. This is not only gratitude. This is more than beyond the gratitude. Not only thankfulness. This has beyond the thankfulness. So, nobody can imagine this power. That's why Shinran Shonin did lots of retreat, meditation. At last, he came to realize the power. Always he is talking about power here. I realized that. I did lots of research, and at last I realized there is a power. So make sure there is a supreme power, a superpower, a duper power, a beyond the imagination power. The name itself is power, Nama Antabutsu. Only once, here you are done actually. So this is what all the Buddhists feels.
Well, this is somebody different, and I have one more card.
Thank you, Sensei. Really very interesting thoughts. I wanted to find out, I always thought that other sects of Buddhism were more Jiriki oriented, that they had to improve themselves looking for enlightenment. And you brought up that Shin Buddhism really helped you realize that just through Nembutsu, just through Namamidawatsu, that provided you a life that was more positive because of that power. What do other people think? I mean, if they know that this Nembutsu is available to everybody, why is it that they spend so much time doing the jiriki kinds of things? And then the other thing you said was, what was interesting was that they do those practices for the benefit of others, not for themselves. Yeah, so I thought, okay, that's interesting. That it's not a selfish thing that they're trying to do. It's for others. So that's a good thing too. I just wanted you to comment on it.
A very good question. Why they don't understand Nembutsu is they are not taught or they are not guided properly, I think, in my view. They never realized the power of Amitabha Buddha. I realized later on. They didn't realize. That's why if they some of my friends, when I talk now, they themselves could not change, but in their mind they always think Namo Amitabha Butsu. They are my friends. They are doing it. I told them, through your power, nobody is going to Pure Land. Oh, really? Is it? I do Phoa. Phoa is kind of sending a dead person to Pure Land. I do Phoa. Your Phoa is not doing. Amitabha Buddha is doing everything, I told him. So just recite the name of Amitabha Buddha. And Amitabha Buddha has got this power, that power, everything I explain them. And they realize, yes, you are right. We used to do, but we don't know the power here. So nobody knows the power. There is a power. There is a supreme power. They never realize. So there are some of my friends, they recite Amitabha Buddha's name nowadays in Sikkim. They are good masters. And they say, you are right. We don't have anything. We are also in the blind that time. When you told me, I become little bit enlightened. Nowadays, I used to do that, whatever you say. And then there are 3-4 guys, monks, high-ranking monks they are. And they are doing according to me. So it's true. That's true. There's nothing other than that truth. That truth was told by Shakyamuni Buddha. Even Nagarjuna told us. Even Vasubandhu told us. At the last moment, Shinran Shonin also realized that power. Whenever you see the Shinran's writings, everything he have written the power. We are forgetting the power here. There is a power. It's not a magic power. In Japan sometimes it's kind of magic, right? No magic. Magic is today finished, tomorrow. Today you do one magic and then 1 hour later your magic is finished. This power is never, will never finish. Maybe this world will finish, but Namo Amitabha Buddha will remain for another world again and will remain for another world. And in another world, it is said in the Buddhism, Maitreya Buddha will come. And Maitreya Buddha will remain the same thing again. Many years before, times before, that was called Dharmakara Buddha. He did so and so. His name is Namo Amitabha Buddha. Again will be recited again. So, if you realize power, you will give up then. Everything. But still, I give up everything, meditations, retreats, mantras, everything, all the prayers, everything, just I rejoice myself with Amitabha Buddha's name. I feel very comfortable. So, there is no doubt there is a superpower.
Okay, let's see. I think you answered part of this question, but I'm going to ask this anyway because I don't think you were able. Well, let me. Okay, can you describe the services you hold at Kathmandu Hongwanji? Is it similar to the Japanese way, or if you've seen services in the United States, is it more similar to that, or is it new Nepal style service?
I already explained it, right? Sometimes the sitting style, doing style might look like Nepali there, our style, it's our style. But way of chanting is same. There is no change. I am thinking now, some chanting should be copied from America because all Nepalese knows English. I am planning to copy from BCA or Hawaii or something. My plan yesterday, I was thinking. I saw last time Trisarana. I was about to do as Japanese, but there is something like I take refuge, something. You are doing some extraordinary thing. That will help my members, I think, at least. That was interesting. Develop more like that. I will copy. I'll try to copy that. It's very interesting because if somebody knows a little bit of meaning, that will be more comfortable, I think. So English in India and Nepal, most of the people can speak English, but the elders, they won't speak in Nepal. The young generation, most of them speak English.
Oh yeah, Buddhism in Hawaii is sort of on the decline. We're losing members. Yet in your Hongwanji, you have 20, 30-year-old age group people, and they're flocking, they're coming to your temple. So can you tell us a little bit, which I think you've already done also, of how you draw them into your temple? I know you said you go out, you do social activities, you build classrooms. Are those some of the ways that you somehow get members to come in? Or do you emphasize the Nembutsu right away? Or is that sort of comes later?
My Buddhism is very simple. Everybody can understand in Nepal, even those who are like uneducated, those who cannot read. So it's very easy to convince them. Yeah, I go out, do social activities, and talk about, first I talk about mind, because everyone has problem of mind, confusion. So I talk about mind, and they wanted to know more about how to attain peace in mind. So they come. First I give small medicine, and they want everyday medicine. I told them, yes, Shakyamuni Buddha said it. Buddhism is a medicine for mind. Take it little by little, slowly, and it will start working in your mind, and your mind will get lots of light, peace, confidence. Your confidence level will grow up. So I just talk simple like that, and then they will be convinced and come to my place, and then wants to listen more and become my members. That is one way. Another way, in Nepal there are many young people wants to learn Japanese language. So I started Japanese language in my temple, taking very less fee. So many comes to learn Japanese language. Everyone is unknown about Buddhism. So today I teach Japanese a, I, U, E, O. Maybe tomorrow kaki ku ke ko. But day after tomorrow, little bit Buddhism mixed with Japanese. Little bit Buddhism. Day after tomorrow, rari ru re ro sa si su se so. Then again Buddhism. And then more Buddhism, less language. It becomes like that. And then they are convinced in Buddhism. Of course, everybody has problem. So they will come to know, yes, I must listen this teaching. So they will, tomorrow when I go to class, Sensei, how can we be the member of Hongwanji Nepal? Oh, it's very easy. Just fill up the form. Give me 100 rupees. 100 rupees is around $1. Only $1. I take $1. And then 100 rupees, give me, and then you will be the member. That's very cheap for Nepalese. Anybody can give. So that I make them easy to become member. If I say, $10, then they'll hesitate. I will bring sensei tomorrow. Then tomorrow he won't come, he won't turn up. So $1, 100 rupees is easy to pay for them. So they pay, and then they start sitting in Saturday class. Saturday is holiday, but the language student will also come on Saturday class to join us because they became member like that. So you sometime in BSc also you can give free Japanese language course to the Hawaiians and then others, those who cannot speak Japanese, and encourage them to hear Buddha's voice. It's important, I think. So that way we can increase our member. So we don't have problem doing volunteer jobs. Where we want to go somewhere else, if we want to go, everybody, I want to go, then we have to say, you this time you should not go. I have to cancel them. This much only will go. It's too much in number if I take. And it's too, we have to, expenditure will be high. So we do that like that in Kathmandu, Hongwanji. Thank you.
Sensei, could you explain to me what a mantra is? And is the Nembutsu a mantra?
Yes, Nembutsu is also mantra actually. It's in Indian language. Mantra means name actually. So names are mantras. Mantras means the kind of Buddha's names are mantra, Bodhisattvas names are mantra. That is the heart of Buddha, it means. Namo Amita Butsu is the heart of Amita Buddha's mantra. Heart, it's a heart. So, name, mantra is same. I used to say, in Nepal I have to say mantra. This mantra has a very extraordinary, not like other mantra. Other mantra has nothing power, sometimes not working. Yeah, really. No any history for other mantra. Nobody said nothing, just saying mantra, not doing happening nothing. So it's sometimes it calls mantra also.
You, with such a low membership fee, how do you sustain the temple and your 7 ministers? Where do you get your income from? Is it from donations or how do you get it?
Not donation, actually lecture. I'm very expensive in Japan. Yeah. For a year, I wanted to share my experience. In Japan, my price is very high. So if I stay 1 month in Japan, I will get around 30 to 40,000 United States dollar. So that is enough for 1 year. All temple, my price is high in Japan. So it's very difficult. I go in March, 1 month, March and April. Around 25 days I will stay. Every day I give talk. So one talk is very expensive. It will be same 6 to 9 evening or daytime 1 to 4 o'clock. I give talk like that. So 1 to 4 is very expensive. I won't tell you because it's everybody pays like me like that in Japan. So I take that back and pay for my 7 ministers and electricities, and then Kathmandu is expensive. One bottle of beer is around, small bottle is $6. Expensive, Kathmandu. Everything except electricity expensive. Taxis are expensive. I don't know why it's very expensive. So I earn like that and then pay all everything.
I want to solicit the people who haven't asked questions. I have a question. Okay.
Sensei, I've been Buddhist since I was a child. I never learned anything. And then I started coming to Buddhist Study Center, and as an adult now, I can understand it slowly, slowly. But here we have a temple, and they're encouraging us to do Dharma school. How do you teach a child all of these things that I'm only understanding now? I mean, other than the history of Shakyamuni Buddha, how do you teach a child?
How do you teach, Sensei? I never did that. Kuniyuki Sensei explained. At least in child, if we listen the name, because I was child while I became monk. So that will be another experience in the child life. The thing what is taught in the child, when you grow up at 20s or 25, still it will remain. And then your mind will be kind of little bit different. Oh, when you saw Buddha, you just bow down because Buddha is great. Something is taught in the child life when I was child. And any will know the importance of parents. But there should be a way of teaching also. Importance of parents, how hard to grow up, everything in the child life. I was taught like that when I was a child Buddhist monk. So it's a good idea to have that also, but I don't know in United States. I don't have any culture different.
Since the Sonam Sensei deferred to me a little bit, one thing I can add is that what we've observed in some of the temples is that children relate to feelings. And for example, it's not too early to talk about Amida Buddha because one of the wonderful feelings of Amida Buddha is unconditional love. No matter what, Amida Buddha loves you. True? Right. Yeah. And they can relate to that. And like Sensei was saying too, children, you'll be surprised, children can relate to, like he's saying, what the parents do for you, what friends do for you, and then your sense of gratitude, that kinds of things. So relate to the feelings, relate to simple experiences that, they have. Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But it's not that easy.
I seem to think that for children, the feelings are okay, but you need more hands-on activities, hands-on experiences, so that then you can relate that to the teachings. This is just far out for me. I just thought about it this afternoon. If I'm thinking about light, the light seems to have some symbol in Buddhism, the candle light. And so you go about and have an activity and you make a candle with the kids. And the kids make a candle and then you talk about the light that goes with that. That's something just came out on top of my head. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very good. Thank you, Dennis. Any other thoughts?
Many times we talk about, for children, understanding ethical behavior as a fundamental way of teaching things. But I was told that ethical behavior has its roots in like Taoism or some other philosophy, not Buddhism per se. And I just wondered about what that was all about. Because I keep forgetting, in Kathmandu as an example, do the children in Japan, they learn shushin, which is kind of like ethical behavior. But do they have ethical behavior? And is that related to Buddhism in any way?
In Japan, there is Yochin, but in Nepal, we don't have such religion-related kindergarten or say Dharma school. We don't have like that. So that we don't have such idea. But if you want to learn Buddhism in Nepal and India or in Sikkim or Tibet or Bhutan, wherever, you must have to be monk from the small child. So there is no particular school for the children to study Buddhism. So, yeah, there is no. So I don't have such idea. Many Japanese encourage me to start Yochin in kindergarten in Kathmandu. Then I'm finding difficult, shall I or not? What other will say something. I'm finding little bit difficult, but I'm thinking to start something like that, but more education, and then just teach some prayers. That is fine, prayers and gasho, trisarana, and that they can keep in their mind. I think that's better. I think that's good. At least children can learn so lots of manner.
Hello, Sensei. Sorry that I missed the beginning.
I was trying to find you. Just
Okay. Are you familiar with a kind of a chant or gatha that we call the Golden Chain of Love?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. Because we find that at the elementary school that we have at the Betsuin, we have like 350 students from pre-kindergarten through 8th grade. That this is kind of the vision statement, for children, and they recite it every day along with the Pledge of Allegiance.
Yeah, that's good.
And it's like one of the things that we find that even our older members who have been, they said it when they were in Dharma school, would say if asked what is Shin Buddhism, they said all I remember is the Golden Chain of Love. And so, it's one of those things that was actually developed here at Hawaii Betsuin in the 1920s.
Okay.
And so, and it's a poetic way of saying Eightfold Path, we say. So that was something I was just wondering if you were familiar with.
Yeah, I know. I have these books also. But what I'm thinking is, I need a help. Once I start Pure Land International Academy in Sikkim, India, I need these golden chains, how to be taught, and then all these 3 saranas in English. So I need some volunteer from Hawaii. I need, really, it should be taught there in English, because in Sikkim, our children are very good in English rather than in their own language. Yeah. So they will be very happy if they find such like this gathas and all the golden chains. We wanted to do that in Pure Land International Academy. Thank you.
Why don't we call the formal informal session to a close, and Sensei will be around until 9 o'clock. You know, you can talk to him informally directly. And we still got some leftover refreshments and things, so feel free to enjoy, and then we'll be closing the facility about 9 o'clock. Again, I'd like to thank you for your presence during this wonderful presentation. Maybe it didn't take that much effort because we have such a wonderful speaker. Thank you, Sensei.
Thank you. Thank you.
And thank you for not charging us $40,000.
I'm happy. I'm very happy to visit Hawaii. That's it for me. I enjoyed. I really wanted to share my experience because I should not keep it in me only. It's not a good way for Buddhism if I keep it secret. So I have to share all over the world. I go to India, free talk. Nothing, I have to pay myself. Go airplane, I pay myself because they invite me, but they don't have money. So I said, I'll come by myself. Don't worry. I just go and give Dhamma talk for 6 days, 1 week. I do that. Thank you so much. And at last we close, and then Gasho, and then echo. Ganni shiku doku byodo se isai do hotsu bodai shin ojo anra ko namandaus 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 namandaus. Thank you everybody. Thank you so much.